I want to say to the ladies, you're going to have to deal with this, because even though I'm saying it now, even though I joked about it on Cam Newton's show, this is what America is about to turn into. Men all over America, you should really listen to me, especially if you have something to lose. Marriage is the old model. Your relationships with most, I would say 80% of the women in America should be transactional.
Let's say y'all both make $500K a year. He's making $70K. He got a business plan. He got a vision. He's working towards that day in and day out. And you would have to look up at him on all the intangible. Does he get a chance?
I would rather be single. I am very disciplined, and so I would expect that a man is the same thing, because when you're disciplined, whatever you do the most is what compounds in your life. Why would I not give a shot to a person that makes $70,000 a year? I could put you on. Hell, I could even hire you. Come on, let's work together. We could do all of that. But as far as my man, because this is the thing, I refuse to give into a life where I start to feel like I can't have it all.
There's not a level. I will respect people because people deserve respect, period. Right. But respecting as my partner, you've got to be at my level or higher.
Right.
For my partner. And not that I would give you respect, but that I would trust your lead. That's probably a better way to answer it.
Right.
Because if I'm ahead of you, I don't want to slow down for you to pass me up.
Money makes me your leader. Period, point blank. If I give you money in exchange for services, it don't have to be sex. It don't have to be sex. It could just be things I need to get done. That makes me your leader in a certain situation. So I think a lot of times people, they don't like to be in a position where they feel like somebody is dominant over them.
If a man texts me and I'm on my way to do any type of woman maintenance, hair, nails, lashes, wax, and I tell you what I'm doing and you don't offer to pay or you just don't send no money, you can really go to hell and you can really lose my number.
When I was younger, this is the norm. To make sure before you enter any exclusive relationship, especially if you're a grown woman and it's a grown man, they must pay them bills, period. Or else you're not exclusive. And some even paid bills before you were exclusive so that they can get you to become exclusive to prove that they could pay those bills. I know. And it's not just about bills. What paying bills allows a woman to do is save her money, do her thing, relax in her feminine, so on and so forth.
Right. If you just say, I'm a prostitute and this is what I charge to with me, that is more respectable than trying to sound respectable but being in denial about who you are. That's like being a firefighter. You got a hose in your hand, you know, you got the water going and you saying, I'm a football player. I can play football. You fight fires. What the fuck you gotta, it just don't make no sense to me how people think they can create their own reality. I mean, you can create your own reality, but at least be man or woman enough to make a debatable claim that might be controversial, that people may disagree with or may agree with, and at least support it with some facts. I sell, and then say, hey, because I can pay my bills, I can pay for wigs, and I can't take care of myself financially, so I need a man to do that. That's more respectable than making a complete fallacy statement that has no truth to it.
You see, ladies, when you make money, your main qualifier as if somebody is a leader or not, if somebody is qualified to be around you or not, when you ignore other characteristics that can lead to them making money, well, you put yourself at the short end of the stick. What you're doing in our eyes is waiting at the finish line with a checkered flag, waving it, saying, come on in, I knew you could do it. Then when we get there, you say, hey, we did it. No, ma'am, I did it. You were just waiting here for me, wanting to get in on it while the getting's good. Well, unfortunately, it doesn't work like that. You see, certain things in this world just can't be purchased, like loyalty and honesty.
80% of the women you deal with in America, the relationship should be transactional. 20% of the women in America are worth trying to build with, but the other 80%, you should have a totally transactional relationship with them.
I wouldn't date a man that makes less than $100,000 a month.
Damn. Well, I guess, damn.
I bring in $50,000 a month now. If my man is not making double what I'm making, at least double what I'm making, I just wouldn't have respect for him. I need a man that's gonna lead me. And if I'm making more money than you, that means I'm more disciplined than you. That means I'm more motivated than you. That means I have more systems in place that allow me to make that money. So you have to be doing double what I'm doing for me to even respect you.
But best believe, you polite savages, when her money starts running short, if she hits hard times, she will expect you, look you dead in the eye, the person who was making twice as much as her, she will expect you to pick the slack up. All of this leadership qualities and all of her motivational qualities that she feels she has will be gone, but she will still expect you to be there to help her. You see, all of this blabble about money is pure nonsense, because the right dude comes along, she'll forget all of those standards. As long as he makes her tingle, all of those standards will be out the window and she'll be in the same place that she said she didn't want to get to.
Because we don't know how to pick a woman. Let me explain something to y'all. Corey Holcomb likes to go to the strip club every once in a while. Do you know why I like going to the strip club every once in a while? Because I am absolutely blown away and fascinated looking at all of the female bodies. When you don't look at that all the time, when you're not around it all of the time, you are blown away looking at all of the female bodies in the strip club. I actually like that I'm not used to it.
And there's a couple
and
of good
I
reasons.
enjoy looking at them so much. It's like it's so fascinating to look at all of the different human bodies. But check this out. I wouldn't pick a stripper to be my real girl. Now this way it goes to what I'm talking about. We don't know how to pick a real woman. Corey Holcomb would look at the strippers as if they are not to be chosen as the real girl. But let me tell you something. The women I've chose to be the real girls are worse than the strippers. I get more honesty from the strippers. The women who I have tried to build with have all lied to me.
I really don't appreciate and this is why chivalry is dead. This is why men don't want to do for us anymore. Because the minute you start to not appreciate, but expect, I'm not doing it for you. And I'm a woman and I feel that way. And I know men that feel that way. I don't have to do anything for you but respect you. I don't have to send you money. I don't have to spend money on you. I don't have to do any of that.
I don't care about a man's potential at all. I don't. I care about his productivity, because now you wake up with the man in his boxers on your couch in your refrigerator scratching his balls talking about when his dinner ready, and he don't even know how much your rent is.
Right.
There's no way. I don't play sleepovers. I don't play house. I don't do none of that. That's not my I don't play those type of games. There's no way a man is sleeping up comfortably or even coming over talking about something. I want to chill. My house is not an entertainment system, baby. That's not what we doing. You want to take me out, court me properly, date me properly, and I'm not a virgin. Let me tell you, it's harder to get my now than it was then.
Why the you lying?
Polite savages.
This country, you gotta make the money first. Then when you get the money, you get the power. Then when you get the power, then you get the woman. That's why you gotta make your own moves.
Ladies, gentlemen, and polite savages, we are now about to embark on a journey sure to anger feminists and modern women alike. The only thing we can do is guarantee to tell you the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth as we see it. So there's nothing else left to do but get on into it. Are you ready? Let's go. I'm a great believer that progress brings unintended consequences, because once your eyes are open, once you can see things, it's very hard to unsee it. You see, for the last decade or so, on social media, we've been seeing ladies coming out and getting bolder and bolder. First, they were showing a little extra. You know, stuff that we used to have to sit on a telephone for hours just to get a little sneaky peek. Now, you just go to their Instagram and you can see the whole derriere out there on display. Modern technology is delivering it right away. And of course, we get to share our opinions more opinions about what we want, what we need, and what we think the world should be.
What happened to us? Hoes used to be over there, the good people. It's like now we're all together. It's crazy right now.
You can't turn a house a hoe into a housewife. You shouldn't even want to turn a hoe into a housewife. If you want a wife, then you go get your wife. You want a hoe, then you got to be a pimp.
Hoes used to go to the strip club You pulled your phone out of a hole, kick that out your hand. You don't put on phone. I don't want nobody knowing I'm in here. Now hoes got Instagrams. Showing you, come see me tonight. I'm working at this club tonight, that club tomorrow. And it's like, by the way, and it's okay with me, but it's like, I remember when you did shit like that quiet. I used to sit on the phone for 4 hours to try to get you to send me one of those. I used to work for hours to get a picture in a thong. Now it's there. Word. Ain't nothing to work towards no more. Ain't no more goals on your front page, by the way. Yeah. Come on, bro. Like, women are making it too easy. It's too easy, and men don't understand easy. We just giving y'all the money. Here. Nobody's growing. Nothing's happening, but hey.
But nowadays, a lot of these ladies are coming out and saying they need this thing that we always suspected, that cold hard cash, that scratch, that Skrilla, that Skriola. All these ladies, they have an exact idea of exactly what a man has to bring to the table. And 9 times out of 10, what he has to bring to the table is some type of financial stability. But one thing will slap you dead in the face with a reality is that their version of financial stability isn't provision, it's absolutely luxury. And they're not even sitting there to see if you have the ability to make it for them. No, you better be there already. Can you imagine that? But when someone like Donald Glover goes and grabs him a white girl, or one of those nerds who turned rich, they're out of their race. Just remember, you considered them a goofy back in the day.
Finances is the #1 issue in all relationships. It's like statistically proven, right? People divorce, people break up because of finances. It's always a touchy subject. Because money is so tied to emotions anyways, so it's going to be the #1 subject. Falling in love with potential is the same as falling in love with lies. Like, I'm the kind of person, and a lot of women are, we want to see the proof in the pudding. Like, we can't go behind someone. We can't expect someone to be a masculine man, a leader, if he's not showing anything for us to follow.
I've been telling people on my show, I'm like, the whole portal opened up like 2000. The whole portal been open since 2000. It really bust open in 2013 when Beyonce dropped that Beyonce album. And then it's gonna close after the Puff trial. But it opened, but you know who opened it up? Kim Kardashian and Ray J with that. You wanna know why? Because before then, no woman ever got to 100 million or $1 billion status from on camera.
Saying nasty shit.
Saying that now, like, I could be an OnlyFans model today, and then 3 years from now, I could run for Congress. What happened to us?
So the bottom line, young man, is that since we've opened the portal and these ladies have figured out how to hustle their hustle wallets and get that cash, they believe that your little meager 9 to 5, that your little meager $50,000, $60,000, $70,000 a year means absolutely nothing to them because they have their eyes glued strictly on the riches. Because let me let you in on a little secret. Every lady thinks she deserves to be in a Beamer or a Benz, fly private, and eat the best, the finest of foods. Even if she isn't at that status, she expects you to elevate her to that status. And if you can't elevate her to that status, then why would she mess with you any old way? You see, it's all a big cabal, a big joke. It's a big game. It's a big game, and you're not even invited to the playing table. So the best thing to do, build yourself up, get yourself together so you can make the decisions, because one thing's for certain, it's better to be in pole position than a position of submission, especially to a harlot. You dig?
When am I getting my apology? When am I getting my apology? I just want to let y'all know, I told y'all these was bluffing. I told y'all they could settle. We just got the story. A nigga was fucking 9 on an air mattress. Type of princess treatment is that? That y'all so claim that y'all are princesses and queens. Y'all don't settle for less. Oh, she didn't even have even Princess Shrek ugly ass Fiona was in a tower, had a dragon protecting that puss. This so y'all on an air mattress. The same bitches who need a $300 steak dinner before they can talk to you, that need their hair and makeup done before they talk to you. Oh my Lord.
So just in case the lovely ladies of the community is wondering what happened to courting, what happened to men going out of their way, opening doors, what happened to men doing everything they could to impress a woman, well, let me tell you one thing. It's become impossible to discern between ladies and hoes, both of y'all dressing the same, both of y'all acting the same, running in packs together. And as you know the saying goes, birds of a feather flock together. So we're just gonna kick on back and watch the game go by and treat people accordingly. But the bottom line is when everybody has this mentality, everybody loses in the end. But I gotta keep it tall with y'all. Either some folks have a defective selection mechanism, or when it really comes down to it, you fools just love you some hoes. Damn.
Some are cut out to be a hoe and some are cut out to be housewives. Me, personally, I don't want nothing but a hoe. know what I'm saying? I respect the hoe because they the first thing lay down and the last thing to get up.
The women who I have tried to build with have told me I'm no good because I have been a philanderer. A philanderer is a guy who messes with different women. I have been that. But when I dig deep into the women that I have been in serious relationships with, they're all scumbags. And I look at the stripper like the stripper is nothing. But I'm telling you, the women that I've been in relationships with, when you really break down how they try to make it seem like I'm bad and they're good, when I dig into who they are, I find out, oh, this is a dirtbag.
You know, you can tell she, you know, you can look and be like, oh yeah, she been around. You can tell she ain't been around. So she's talking to the camera like, girls, let me tell you something. The other day my man was effing my face and and he had me a face. And I'm like, what? We got women online talking about how a man F's her face?
Casual.
What the happened to us?
Word.
Like, you got women like, you got women like, if he takes me on a vacation, pay my bills, my throat is his. What happened to us? Imagine if you look at a video of your mama back in 2020 to my throat is his if he, mama! What the happened to us, bro? That's you know what happened to us? Money came in. And as long as you got OnlyFans models making more than NBA players, we done lost our morals to dollars.
Thank you for watching the Tip Network. Follow us on all social media outlets and ask yourself one burning question. Can you handle the tip? Boom, we're out.
We found true happiness.